Does anyone in Class 7 actually read these? I wrote whatever I wanted here, but they investigate the old schoolhouse regardless. Perhaps I should use this opportunity to tell a joke. I know just the one. Two men walk into a bar. Instructor Neidhart and Thomas, perhaps. And one says to the other, "Oh, blast it, I'm out of room." It's nice to know that Principal Vandyck actually is, at least having a little bit of fun with this. Hey everyone, welcome back to more Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time, we started off our free day for August, and this time, we're going to be investigating the mysteries of Thors Academy, as told us by Beryl at the end of last part. First things first, we want to talk to Instructor Thomas. Read, my boy! What sort of questions has your inquiring mind come up with today? As it happens, I'm looking into something for a fellow student. Do you know anything about a forbidden tome supposedly locked away in this library? A forbidden... My, what a fascinating idea! Just imagine if it gained details on the sacraments of the ancient Sumerian civilization! Perhaps it'd be a grimoire written by the cross-battle alchemists of the Middle Ages. Wouldn't be thrilling if one really existed. Sure would. In other words, doesn't. What exactly inspired you to ask about this imaginary tome? Investigating the 7 mysteries of the Academy. One of them has to do with the world's greatest secrets hidden deep within this library. Ah, so that's what this is all about. This year's story is even more absurd than I heard last year, but I do believe I know what you're talking about. You do? The tome the story refers to is in fact a volume of, should I put this, gentleman's special interest literature. Seriously? At least the forbidden part is right. Not because it's dangerous or anything, but because it's rather naughty. We tell you boys after time after time, not to bring these sorts of things to the Academy, but someone always has to try. Well, boys will be boys, I suppose. This little tale started because we gather the contraband here before we dispose of it. It's one way to do things. So if you happen to have a prize collection of your own, make sure to leave it at your mattress back home. Unless you want me to find it and share what you're into with Instructor Sarah and the rest of the faculty. I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, anyway, there's something especially unusual and mysterious about this library, I'm afraid. Made that abundantly clear. Thank you for your time, Instructor. I love voicing Instructor Thomas. His voice is fun. I like Instructor. I don't get why everyone hates Instructor Thomas. He is amazing. He's just... I can't get over just how amazing Instructor Thomas is. He is my favorite. Like, he actually might be my very Sarah's... Just because Sarah has more screen time than Instructor Thomas, she's probably my favorite, but like, Instructor Thomas is awesome. I love Instructor Thomas so much. To the art room we have Clara. Pretty sure this goes ahead of the art club. You have a moment of your time? No, I'm busy. Let my ears work so I can listen to whatever you have to say. Go ahead, state your business. Okay. I should look into the Academy's 7 mysteries, one of which is the art room's crying sculpture. You wouldn't happen to know anything about condensation. Sorry, like I said, it's condensation. I have no idea how many people come in and ask about that. They're not tears, just condensation, water vapor in the air. Big words scare you. When the right mind would actually believe a sculpture could cry. The world will never run out of idiots. I see. Is that it? Yeah, pretty much. Thank you for the information. It was nothing. Well, you know, that makes it fair enough, and I assume that this is our crying statue in question. So, I mean, makes sense. So far, 2 of 2 mysteries have been debunked as frauds. I wanted to cool off here, but it looks like it's gonna rain. A drag. Really? But it's sunny out right now. This feeling I have. Sure, I said the same thing when I was heading out, now that I think about it. It wouldn't surprise me if those two have some intuition towards rain. I mean, it's not, the most unbelievable thing out there. Next stop on our journey, I saw that there was a marker over here. Probably Kenneth. It's probably Kenneth. Is it Kenneth? It's most likely Kenneth. I bet it's Kenneth. It's Kenneth. Hey, Rain, still fishing the good fish? I don't think it's how the saying goes, but I guess you could say that. Actually, something I was hoping to ask you about. It's the Crimson Devil of Lake Hell ringing any bells. That's one of the Academy's 7 big mysteries, right? It's the only one I know, at least. I don't really believe this place was connected to hell. Probably not. You know what the Crimson Devil part's all about, though? It's probably a crayfish. See them around here every so often. Man, it's a crayfish. Weird thing, kind of looks like a crab. And there's 2 big claws, just like that devil's supposed to. I wouldn't be surprised if a crayfish inspired the whole thing. Especially when you put it like that. Thanks, Kenneth. We've caught plenty of crayfish. I even had a little bit of a rant about crayfish. a while ago. Also, hello, twins.
Oh my, mercy me. Did you clone yourself, Vivi?
How wonderful, now we can work twice as efficiently. Fake Vivi can tend to the farm over there. Real Vivi can be in charge of getting the equipment ready.
Oh, she's good.
Yeah, I'd imagine that. I don't know. There's definitely some people who'd be able to tell which one is Vivi and which one's Lind, even when they have their hair down.
You're Reed from Eustace's class, right?
That's right, you're Paula from class 5, I assume. That's not weird, but I'm currently looking into these mysteries surrounding the school. Have you heard the rumor they're calling the Hidden Graves? I have. That's one about the dead rising from their graves on the field, right? Albert and I found a hole a while back, but the only thing to come out was an exam with a bad grade. Seriously? Yep, seems like someone couldn't deal with getting a score that bad, so they tried to put their test 6 raised under.
How did he bury it though?
Just dug a hole and tossed it in. Filled it up since someone could have tripped. But with the grade like that, you could say the only grave our culprit dug was his own. Yeah, the joke was so bad I can't even force myself to laugh. That aside, thanks for the info. It's a big help. So, all of them have been debunked so far. I don't think we've gotten to 7. Bell. So what do we got? So we need to talk to Bell, I think, is the last one that we have. No. And, upper class dorms. For the Poltergeist. Use our time powers, because, again, that's the only thing I know how to say at times like this. And talk to Lot. Better person to ask about the upper class one. Do you mind if I ask you a question?
Of course not. How can I help you?
I've seen 7 Mysteries of the Academy. There's one story about a poltergeist in the storm, but I don't know if there's any truth to that.
I do, in fact. Some more experienced mates told me all about it. I haven't seen it for myself.
You've actually seen the poltergeist?
No, not quite. There's a much simpler explanation I don't have. As the story goes, the plates are broken and utensils strewn about the kitchen, correct? But these things happen when girls try their hand at cooking for the first time. It can get very chaotic. Since the hit to speak in May, when more of them want to practice for the cooking classes, I think a poltergeist makes for a far more interesting culprit when people are sharing stories.
That explains it. Thanks for clearing everything up.
I'd be of help.
We still have to eventually get you our interest. You have the... yeah, you're the good foods one. Alan. And... well, that explains why... no, my Hebel couldn't be there for... well, Elliot had to replace him. That's the word I was looking for. It's Hebel from the Wind Orchestra. Oh, hey, what's up? I have a question for you. I'm trying to investigate the 7 Mysteries of the Academy. Have you heard about the haunted piano? No, that story. This one about a girl playing a piano in an empty room, isn't it? Oh, so you do know it. You can tell me about it. So you want to know the truth, huh? Turns out it was me all along. Really? Okay, calm down. I didn't mean them actually a ghost. When we started speaking, someone heard a noise in what they thought was an empty room, but pretty sure they just stumbled along while tuning the piano. Yeah, it's not exactly rare to end up totally obscured from view when you're tuning certain parts of it. Chances are that whoever heard me at the time just couldn't see me. So basically, I'm your so-called ghost. Right? Sorry though, you're probably hoping for something a bit more exciting. Not at all. Just tell me what I needed to hear. Beryl might not be thrilled. And that should be all of them, if I'm right. Yeah. I think that's it. Let's just go try talking to Beryl again, see if that'll solve our problems. Because, you know, that's exactly who I would go to if I needed my problem solved. Beryl, of all people. She seems like a totally stable individual who would do nothing strange. Which one am I missing? Which one am I missing? Oh, that's what I'm missing. I'm missing one in the gym. I think. Maybe? Is didn't I? What am I missing? Did I just not... Did I just forget to ask one of the mysteries? I must have. Maybe 4? In grade, we've already seen that one. 5th. The sports club grudge is the topic of the 5th mystery. Given how hard the sports clubs train, it's not uncommon to hear screaming coming from their general direction. But some say screams can be heard coming from something else dwelling in the gymnasium. The rumors say those screams are a grudge of sorts, a manifestation of all the stresses sports club members face. Seems a bit backwards to me. Look up a sweatshirt and wash away your stress, not make a monster out of them. Only select few would share that sentiment. Such ignorance of others' feelings matches lead you to an unfortunate end. No matter. It may be wise to ask the captain of the fencing club for further details on this mystery. I think her name is Friday. Yeah, I just forgot to ask the 5th mystery, I guess. Whoops. I think she's the captain of the fencing club, right? Not a bother, but can I ask you a question? No bother at all. Ask away. Welcome to the 7 Mysteries of the Academy. Have you ever heard of the sports club's grudge? No, sure. People have been talking about it ever since after the first year. I don't suppose it'll gain much traction next year. What is that? It's pretty simple, really. Now, screams don't come from people but the door that used to be here. I've been in bad condition for years, and that used to make these awful screeching noises. So I asked for a report at the beginning of the month. Now everything's nice and quiet around here. Well, that explains that. Thanks for the information. You're very welcome. 7 mysteries, 7 explanations. In the end, that one turned out as spooky as I'd hoped, but I hope Beryl won't be disappointed. I don't even know how she would react. Beryl is a mystery. Looks like you finished your investigation. Can you tell me what you've learned? We'll go through them one by one. I see. Condensation, magazines, a test. This is supernatural at all. I honestly didn't expect any of them to be real, but the truth is even more pathetic than I thought it'd be. I agree. Well, it's kind of interesting that people ever make such fantastical stories out of perfectly ordinary things. I suppose that's true. Still, I'd like to thank you for looking into everything for me. So here you go. Something hexing one of my favorite curses. Thanks? To tell the truth, I'm a little surprised none of the mysteries had to do with anything with the old schoolhouse. It sounds like the perfect setting for a ghost story. But it didn't come up. What are you talking about? Of course it comes up in the real 7 mysteries at least. Let me say that again, you couldn't like that. I didn't say a word. Perhaps your investigation has gotten to you. I was sworn her to say something about the real 7 mysteries. Well, it's probably a better idea not to get into it. And we complete the quest, Thors 7 Mysteries. Let me just check. Oh, okay, that's easy. Our next destination, if I can be so bold, is to go over to the engineering building for the first of our required quests. Talk to Toa. Hi, Toa. Well, here you are. Hi, Irene. Thanks for coming. Oh, hey, Toa. What brings you here? I need a little break from work, so I came along to help George and Angie. You must have come and help out with the request we sent you. Oh, she's working on the bike too? Yeah, the request is pretty much the same as last time. One key difference. This time, like you want Toa at your side. My side? Don't you mean behind me? Maybe it would be easier just to show you what we're talking about. I believe it's time for the grand reveal. Wow. Impressive, isn't it? Call this a sidecar. Just like the bike itself, this is a Ruhr Institute of Technology prototype that George put the finishing touches on. You can probably tell, but the sidecar lets other people ride along with you. You know, it's much closer to riding a normal car than it is like being on a second bike. Pretty interesting. Let me do a test ride with Toast in the sidecar. Yup. Means I'm in your carry. Don't have to crash or anything. Make sure everything goes smoothly and safely. Don't worry about that. George and I have already done all the necessary safety tests. The goal of this test is just to get a fresh perspective, just like last time. That's right. Be sure to give us as much feedback as you can. It goes for you too, Toa. Okay. Do you have time to go for a ride? Sorry, I'm always keeping you so busy. Don't worry about it. How about you though? Do you have the time? You were pretty busy yesterday. Thanks for worrying, but I'm fine. I got most of the harder work sorted out yesterday, because I got time to spare today. See, George and I are ready to go when you are. We'll work to your schedule today. And let's just test it right away. Let me get started right away. Let's get everything set up then. Things on the nearby highway, aren't we? Yep, same one Reen tested the bike on last time. So how does it feel being in the sidecar, Toa? It's exciting, but I'm a little nervous too. Knowing Reen will be driving puts me at ease, though. Thanks. Toa, please don't say things that'll make me envious like that. I have no choice but to send Reen home and ride with you myself. So I'm gonna cut you short here, Ange, but I can't let you do that. Remember, we chose these two for a reason. Same test as last time. Start the ride, shifting gears, coming to a stop. Sidecar change things at all? Actually, yes. The main changes are the increase in weight and a different center of gravity. Things will have a huge impact on how the bike operates. I recommend you approach this as a whole new experience, because it's definitely gonna feel like one. I guess what will I have to do? Basically, when the sidecar is attacked, you'll be veering towards its direction while you're accelerating. By the same token, when you're slowing down, you'll be veering off in the opposite direction. Change things a little for your test. Starting to move will pull the handlebar to the left, so make sure to turn it slightly to the right to advance to compensate. Next up, when you're shifting gears, you turn the handlebar slightly to the left after you disengage the clutch. Same goes for bringing you to a stop, but the extra weight means it's going to be harder to slow down. You should hit the brakes earlier than you did last time. Will do. It's like a whole different set of rules. It really is, but you should be fine if you pay attention to what you're doing. My advice for you, Toa, is believe in Reen and focus entirely on enjoying yourself. I think you have a wonderful time if you do. Seconded. That should motivate Reen too. How so? No, think about it. I'll be happy knowing you're having fun. I won't make any mistakes and ruin that. That's so sweet. Well then, here's hoping this will be fun for both of us. That's the hope. Alright, I'm gonna start the engine now. This is all so exciting. Get ready. And we turn the handlebar. Turn the handlebar a little bit to the right. Here we go. I didn't mess that up. It was really smooth. And off they go. Yeah, should be fun to talk to them when we get back. Does it feel different from when you rode alone? It definitely does. And it goes right when you shoot out a handle completely differently. Not the only thing. What else is there? Nothing. I was thinking of something else. Probably should tell her up next time we're riding with her and figure the hurdle in the sidecar. Okay, I think we're both used to this speed by now. Ready to go a bit faster? Sure. Switch gears. We turn the handlebar slightly to the left. Perfect. Oh, I can hear that went well. It's encouragement. Don't be silly, all I'm doing is sitting here. It really does feel nice, doesn't it? The view is great too. It's a more refreshing experience than I expected it would be. Having you here with me, it makes it a lot more fun too. Oh, thanks. About done, so it's time for us to turn back so we can slow down a bit. Okie dokie, sounds like it's time for the final test. And we need to brake earlier than usual. There we go, stop just in the right spot. I knew you could do it. Thanks, Reen. I had so much fun, and I still have a journey back to look forward to. We'll take a little break before we go back then. Sounds good to me. Things went very well for the both of you. You impressed me were so well with such different hardware than the last time you rode. Please, I'm blushing here. Really appreciate your help too, Toa. You ended up having a really good time, didn't you? I did. It's a lot easier to just sit back and enjoy myself than I thought. Of course, it's all thanks to Reen. Not at all. After you trusted me and were able to enjoy yourself kept me focused on doing a good job. I was trusting you, so today wasn't anything special. It's nice to hear you say that, though. Terrace, nice soul to say. You two make for a good pair. I was about to say the same thing. Well done, that finishes up the test. Step back to the engineering building. Thank you both for all the great data. Feedback should come in handy when I'm tuning a thing. I'm always glad to help. You're planning on entering that data into the computer, right? I can help you organize all of it. Really? It'd be a big help, but
sure you have the time? Touch base with your preparation for the trade conference. Wait, I was going to the trade conference? Ah, right, I haven't told you that, have I? Truth is, the Imperial government requested I go along to help out the major players. As such, I'll be heading to Crossbow for the trade conference as an assistant to the entourage. The entourage attends to the Empire's representative during the meeting, right? You're assisting them? Yeah, it may involve helping out with paperwork and scheduling, I imagine. I don't think it will be much help, to be honest, but the government did ask. You don't seem a ton of job offers from all over the country lately. Everyone's just waiting on her to graduate. Trade conference invite is the government's attempt to sweeten the deal. Unbelievable. Does that mean you're planning on moving to government work instead of the military? I still haven't decided yet. I can do this just to broaden my horizons. Apparently all this is because of that trouble in Heimdall last month. The government took a real interest in how quickly and efficiently she evacuated all the civilians. That explains it. I'd say Class 7 ended up doing a lot more than I ever would have. I even had help from Angie and Crow too. Even then, it was thanks to your instruction we were able to split up and handle everything so efficiently. If you did decide to enter the military, you make a splendid commander. That uniform small enough to fit her, at least. Hey, no teasing allowed. Either way, best of luck. Sure, we'll be in the middle of another field study by then, but I'll be praying that things go well for you. Thanks, Reen. Oh, this is starting to look way too much like a sappy 10-year novella. I'm just stepping out here and keep you two from stumbling to a badly written fantasy. What novellas are you reading? Is it something I said? No, only asking questions will only encourage her. Let's change the subject before they get out of hand. Thanks for helping us test out the bike again. This is for you. Just glad I could help. See you later then, Reen. You're like investigating the old schoolhouse too. Au revoir. You'll be the first person we ask if we need any more help. And we complete side by sidecar. Hello, Reen Schwarzer, Class 7 speaker. It's Sarah. You're knocking out those requests for the student council? I'm midway through several of them now, and we're getting started on the rest. Got something to talk to you about, so come along to the faculty lounge when you can. I can take it out on your grades if you don't show anything. Just a personal thing. You never went to hear my response. And that is our hidden quest for today, and something that we will tackle tomorrow. So, until then, see you guys later.